African parents, culture, religion enables abuse. It's not intentional most of the time, but it is deeply rooted in our cultural practice as Africans. You see the cultural emphasis on marriage as a defining milestone for a woman. So when you get to a certain age, you're supposed to be married. If you're not married, you are disrespected, you are seen as irresponsible, you are seen as not being successful. And most African parents put so much pressure on the girl child to be married, and when they are married, they put another set of pressure on her to make it work at all costs. No marriage is perfect, you have to manage your own. Even me, I manage my own. And they downplay or overlook the signs of abuse. You see, stigma against divorce is another way that our parents' culture and religion encourage abuse. There is a very strong stigma against divorce in the Nigerian or the African community. When a woman leaves her home because of abuse, she's seen as rebellious, she's seen as disobedient, she's seen as not submissive and not wanting to make her marriage work. Now, this is why some women stay in that abusive marriage, because what will people say? And their parents too don't want to go through the shame that my child is divorced, so they will encourage the child to stay in an abusive situation because they don't want to face the shame of the church or the religious body or society. Now, you see that religious beliefs that marriage is sacred, is a lifelong commitment, is another way abuse is encouraged. Because religion encourages forgiveness and endurance. Women are mostly always on the giving end of the endurance and the forgiveness and the continuous endurance and the continuous just bear it. It's a sacred relationship. And then in Christianity, there's a verse that they used to support this, when they tell you, oh, a foolish woman tears down her home, a wise woman builds a home. Another thing that we believe in Africa is endurance is a virtue. So some parents would encourage the child to be resilient. You will enjoy it at the end of the day. Oh, when your children are all grown up, you will be the one to be enjoying. They will tell you stories of people that have endured in the past and they are enjoying in their old age. Now, because of all of those stories, people begin to romanticize the idea of suffering in marriage so that they can enjoy in the future. Last thing I want to talk about is the pressure to have children. Immediately a man and a woman gets married in Africa, there's this immense pressure to have children immediately. Because women rush into having children, especially in the first year of marriage, even when the abuse starts, you will not be able to live as easily as you would have left if you don't have children. Now, if you now have children, the parents would discourage separation and tell you things like, oh, who are you going to abandon your children from? Just bear for the sake of your children. It is not good for children to grow up in a separated home, forgetting the dysfunctionality that even comes with children that lives in a two-parent household that is going through abuse. There's time for everything. Before you start to follow religion and follow culture, make sure you are alive. It is when you are alive that you will follow all those things. If you need counseling, I'm a DM away. You can click the link in bio to join the support group.